Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. Awesome day for the Bulls today. We had the news that we got some more deals being made. I'm wondering if Powell's going to have to change his shift on these tariffs are going to be inflationary since we're getting all these deals put out. But in any case, we had the Japan last night. I think they had a few other ones today that sparked the market. And after that announcement, really, it was just a kind of we went straight up. Now, I put in the morning notes that we had a possibility of one of those the gap to new all high fade trade, and it didn't really get all the way up there, so it wasn't triggered, but we still had the same thing. We came straight down, basically almost closed the gap, missed it by 1 point, and then from there buyers stepped in, and this is when that news came out where it just catapulted up, and then we just stair stepped up. And it was, it was one of those days that it just things worked out perfect for the Bulls on this, and it's it's pretty hard to argue against them right now with the way everything is trucking along. I do believe valuations are definitely stretched out, and I was reading something. I think it was Goldman or something that says that the trade is just too one-sided right now. It reminds them of 2007. I'm not buying into it just yet, but I do, I kind of have that same fear where everybody's only looking up, and it's not going to take a whole lot to really knock the thing down. But right now there's nothing that's been coming out to bring it down. We've had a lot of sell signals, we had a lot of everything, but the market just keeps ignoring it. So the carry trade is still full in effect right now, and that's it. So again, we have another set of bearish divergences here. Possibility that making some type of inverted head and shoulders pattern. That would be looking for a move to come back down. I actually have it on this chart here, so I'll move it. Okay, so these were the trend lines I had from yesterday. So you can see we nailed the first one was taken out. That was this was the second one, and I said it was going to be right around that 63.59. If they can push above it, then we're looking the next trend line that would be removed. I'll remove it right now since we're there, and then that will take us up to the 63.87. And if we got up here, we're looking at a move above 6,400. Now this is the problem again, and it's not it. These are just patterns that I kind of see forming before they formed, and this would be, if it's another head and shoulders pattern, it would come down, we'd find support right at the 62.81, bounce up, and find resistance right here, and then if it takes it out, you're looking at a move that's going to have a target right back down to this level here. Again, I pointed one out yesterday. Once we got above the headline, obviously that was not the pattern that was in play, and this is it. You just shift over. So we got shifted around pretty good today, especially with IWM. But it's SPX closed up almost 7.8%. And look at the small caps, up 1.5%. So again, this is where the action is if you want to, trade the long side on things. And we actually did. It was such a strange day. So I did my normal fade the gap up on this. It came down. And then from here, I actually bought some 225 calls, and I was just hanging on to the 225 puts. And when they came up, it was when we came back down on this, I got stopped out, and it was kind of crazy. But for the room, I thought I put that in there, which would have been an easy trade. But for some reason, I forgot on that. But here's what we got in with the 26 calls, 25 puts. And things were going good. This is where I thought they were going to make the move up, but they stopped right below the 26, came down below to the 25 level, where we could have sold the puts for money, but I was like, if we're going to crack down, then we're coming lower. So I held them. We got back up to this level here and then crashed down. And again, could have gotten rid of them, but there is a reason why I was saying if we started breaking support, there's a chance we could have seen IWM go all the way down to 224 or even 223 because that was max paying for the options with the 0 day to expire. So I held on to them, and before we knew it, we started crawling up, and we really got a bad entry because we paid a decent premium for these because we still had a lot of time to go, and by the time it went up here, you could have gotten out I think for $100 gain, but it really wasn't an easy trade. It wasn't, if you held on to it, it wasn't a losing trade, but it just really wasn't the trade that I was looking for. I was looking for this to come up. But really my point is that, as much as I've been skeptical on the S&P, I've been bullish on IWM and the small caps, and they've been outperforming each day. And if we just take a look at how the quantums did, we're up 4.6. And again, on this rip, I said take some profits. We came back down. This is the support area. If you go and look on the premium, the website, not the premium page, the website, the report that I put out, I have your support levels, and this was one here, and this was one here, and our RGTI bounced up almost 5%. Then you have RGTIW 6.4%, and here's the winner for today, QBTIS up 15%. So again, the fact that I'm not really participating in the S&P and stuff like that, we're still making more money than they are on the S&P since we got out of the since we went market neutral on the S&P, and it's been working out fine. So the fund did pretty well today. I had a actual straddle trade with the S&P, and when it spiked up, it worked up. But we ended up profit for the day. We were, I don't know why I have that here. It's 1300 is 1330 is what we made. The account's up to $340,321. So things are going pretty well with that. I think we could have done better today, but once we had a decent little profit on it, I just really wanted to take it out, and because I wasn't quite sure if this news was really baked into the markets, but obviously it wasn't, and the bullishness is still there. So upside, keep an eye, 63.86. Downside, look for support to come in right at that 62.81. And if it comes up and it gets held down at this resistance, then it would have that head and shoulders look. And from there, we'd be looking at a target down here. So we have the sell signals, but they've been ignored, so it's not even worth mentioning them. I think Apple reported. I'm not sure if they like the numbers or not, but maybe that may set the tone for tomorrow. And with that, let's see what plays out tomorrow, and have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning.